That was a fiesta and a half, bro.
Fiesta. Got one.
Top mid.
Flags one shot. Flag dead. I'm looking to connector. Looking last one, P. Come on, get me. Get me. Overkill.
Nice, baby. Let's go.
Kill-tacular. Let's go. Can I get some overkills in the chat, please? What is going on, guys? It is Kyle, aka That Dub Dude, and today we're going over the beginner's guide to Aquarius CTF. This is a map and mode I see so often incorrectly played, even at the Onyx level. The goal of this guide is to give you a basic strategy that you can implement today with very little practice. If you can implement this strategy, I guarantee you that you and your team will be seeing more success in this map. Without further ado, let's get right into it with spawns. When starting Aquarius CTF, both teams are obviously going to start at their respective bases. This continues to be a possible spawn point throughout the match. Next, we have spawns at each of the bottom corners of the map, often called fridge or closet. After that, we have spawns on both of the P1 cubbies. Lastly, we have spawns at both of the utilities. Next, I want to talk about how to use proper map control to influence the enemy spawns. Going back to the map, ideally you want to force your enemies to spawn on the P side, specifically in their fridge. To do this, you and your team must occupy the car side of the map. It seems simple enough, but oftentimes players have trouble fighting the urge to get right back into the action when they spawn on the P side. By doing this, you're seceding the power position to your enemies and allowing them to continually force you to spawn on the P side, thus putting you at a disadvantage. Let's look in real time why it's so important to control the car side of the map and to force your opponents to spawn on the P side. This clip begins with me guarding my teammate while he makes a run for our base with the enemy flag. Because we've done a good job controlling the car side of the map, the enemies are spawning P side and they have limited routes of engagement with our flag carrier. These are the points I continue to scan, and you'll notice they are yellow fridge, yellow P2, blue P2, and blue fridge. In addition to creating limited and predictable routes to the flag carrier, this method of control also has the built-in advantage of high ground. As many of you know, high ground allows you to control when you engage and disengage with your enemies, making sure you only take fights on your turns. The last thing I want to touch on in this video is the routes you will take as a flag carrier and the advantage that this control brings when playing on this map. As we've established, your team will be controlling the car side of the map, so in turn, this will be the route you'll be taking to run the flag back to your base. Let's go back to the map while I describe my default flag carry and some of the decisions I make along the way. We start the flag carry by going towards the enemy's utility. This immediately establishes a car side control. From there, we travel to car 1 where we use curb slides and ramp slides for extra speed. I personally prefer to go car 1 instead of maintaining the high ground on car 3 because both the utility windows allow for excellent opportunities for your enemies to trap you with grenades. Making it through car 1, we travel through our utility, across our utility bridge, and finalize the carry. For an alternative route, if you have 3 or 4 dead, you can make a faster carry by going straight to car 1 and finishing through your utility. Let's once again take a look in real time while I run the flag and show you some of the advantages of this carry. As mentioned previously, we start our run by going into the enemy's utility. When in the enemy's utility, there's no direct line of sight from the enemy's most likely spawn of their fridge to the utility that you're currently occupying. When cutting across car 1, be sure to use curb slides or ramp slides to get extra speed. Even though the ramp slides were nerfed for Season 2, they still give you more speed than running normally. Approaching the friendly half of car 1 is where you're most likely to meet enemy resistance. There's the potential from nades from the enemy court. If your team was not able to control car 3, the enemy could be pushing from there. And as you enter your own utility, you may be facing nades from P1 or your court as well. As you enter your own base, ideally you have a teammate posted up on your objective or your fridge window, slowing the enemies as they attempt to collapse on their flag. Well, once again, guys, that wraps it up for me. If you learned something today or you liked the video, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to see more live content, come on by to twitch.tv/thatdubdude. That's it for me, guys. I will see you on the next one.